the Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters proudly presents Angler and Hunter Television. Brought to you by Canadian Tire, Burris Optics, Mercury Marine and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, and Yukon Gear.
Most fishermen say the early bird gets the worm, but actually on days like this, it doesn't matter how early you get out here. As long as it's flat, it's going to be probably pushing 35, maybe 40 degrees today. We're in a heat wave. It's the dog days of summer, and most people don't think bass hit topwater when it's hot out, but I'm going to try and get them to go all day as long as it's flat. And the water temp at 6:56 a.m. is 79 degrees. So it's probably going to reach the mid-80s today. And these bass hopefully will be smashing on the top. Oh, there's one behind me. Got him. Oh, he's off. My line's all tangled. That fish did like a cartwheel in the air. I tried to tighten up. My line wrapped around my rod tip. And guess what happened? It got off. That was an acrobat. Oh well. Mayhem in the AM. Should be a rapper. Mayhem in the AM. Huh! It's 1-0 for the bass. It's no secret that I love using topwater baits to catch bass. Here's one. He missed it. And it's hard for me to not get out each season and film a show with them. Missed it again. After all, who doesn't like the thrill of a bass exploding on the surface and crushing a popper or prop bait? Triple miss. Didn't miss it that time. Holy, they're going nuts this morning. Leaping smallmouths. That's not as big as the one I lost, but I'll take him. He's right ornery. Luckily, I brought my trusty net. Yay! Look how deep that tail is in that mouth. That's what I'm talking about. Only took him 3 strikes to hit it. One. When they smash it like that, you think you got the biggest bass in Canada on. But I don't know, 2 or 3 hits, and that little guy finally took. Now, I'm going to talk about one thing, and that is, that could have been 2 or 3 different fish with this spot. They basically school up here, and they've pushed all this bait up to the surface. And in fact, maybe later when the sun's higher, you'll see it, but what happens when you're throwing topwater baits like this, there'll be sunfish, rock bass, all sorts of panfish right behind it, swimming behind it, looking at it. And I've had the bass come up and eat the bait fish and panfish that are behind my topwater bait. They're not even hitting my lure, they're just eating the little guys that are behind it. So you might even get 2 bass on the same lure at once. They're nuts, eh? Scares you when they hit. They're violent out here.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Yamaha ATVs.
Got a good one, I think. Oh, do I ever.
The trick to getting fish to hit a topwater lure is most often just figuring out how the fish are reacting.
Come on. Oh, this one's bigger.
Then create a pattern that will have you catching fish all day.
Whoa. Holy smokes, he's staying down there. This might be a big old one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. No! Yes! Now take it easy. Just gonna get a lip lock on you. Oh, that's a strong mouthed bass right there. One. That X-Prop is all hooks. Look at that. That's a fatty. Huh? Sun's behind me. Giant bass are hitting topwater, and it's the middle of August, and it's 1,000 degrees out. Awesome.
Now there's a theory amongst anglers that topwater is only good early and late in the day, and that most lakes in southern Ontario have so much fishing pressure that topwater baits don't really work that well. Well, today I'm going to prove all those theories wrong.
All day long, baby. Keep eating it.
Anything from a straight, steady retrieve back to the boat to a twitching and pausing action, or even dead sticking, will get you strikes.
So the trick to this bait and fishing when it's hot, you know, topwater baits, you can walk the dog or you can pop with a popper, but these little prop baits, the trick to these is sometimes you don't have to move it. Like just slowly twitching it, those little blades spin and flash. And for fish that are coming up underneath it, or you know, eating bait fish on the surface, sometimes you got to almost dead stick them. And with a popper or a walking the dog surface bait, you got to actually move those baits to get them to do anything. With this, even when it's not moving, those little props are spinning, and trust me, the fish see it. And oftentimes, I think more often than not, when I'm fishing this bait, I get hit on the pause. But you can buy this bait and use it and fish it like a buzz bait and just reel it in. And on a day when fish are aggressive, they'll chase it down and hit it. But for working the surface on a hot day in the summer when smallies have got bait pushed to the surface, nothing beats it.
It's figuring out which approach works best on a particular day that will have you catching more fish than anyone else.
Like that. Look down for a second, I got eaten. I think this is a big one. I can't tell. It's acting like a big one. No, it's just a tough one. Is that a largemouth? That caught me a largemouth. Woo! What are you doing out here, fella? Eating minnows? That's okay. You're allowed to. You're allowed to. But the way you're hooked, I'm going to be careful. Little largemouth out here in the middle of the ocean. That's pretty funny. Cute little fella. Bye.
This portion of Angler and Hunter Television brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over, you know, what I use for this topwater fishing. First off is a 6'7" medium action. 6'6" is okay, but this is 6'7" Omen Black from 13 Fishing. Nice soft tip, lots of bend in it. I've got 20-pound Suffix braid, and this is a 13 Fishing Cree GT reel. So a spinning reel, spinning rod, 20-pound braid, and then you're going to want to put that leader on because, like I said, these fish are looking at that bait. They're not just charging it down and hitting it. They're coming up to look at it. So I'll go with a castable fluorocarbon, and then I got to tie a uni knot. So I'll take both lines, run them together, and then you basically just take your finger, run a loop in the wind here, like that, and you're going to wrap the fluoro around both lines 5 times, right? And then tighten that up, and then you go to the other end and you grab the braid tag end, same thing, make a loop, wrap 5 times, and you tag that end, pull it tight. Then you got 2 little knots, and then you just slowly slide them together, pull it tight, trim off the tag ends of both. There's one gone. And there's a braid's got a tag end on it here. Snip that off. Now you've got a nice uni knot, and then I've got this leader I'm going to make about 2.5, 3 feet long. Snip that, and then tie it directly to the X-Prop. You can use a polymer knot. I'm just using the clinch knot. You got to just make sure with the clinch knot you pull it nice and snug and leave a bit of a tag in case that fluorocarbon slips. But that's not going anywhere. Trim off that little tag. You're ready to go.
Spinning or bait casting gear can be used, and each has its benefits. I prefer a spinning setup, as it's easy on the arm and you can set the drag more efficiently. But if I'm going to be making precision casts to specific targets, or looking for distance, I will switch to a bait caster.
Got you. I got you. You see, you got to be quick on the trigger and patient at the same time. Oh, this looks like a good one. Gonna get them off the rock piles. Whoa. See, now that I got them hooked, I can loosen my drag a bit. Step on the Minn Kota and drag them out of there, because there are some zebra mussels and rocks, and they're all awesome when you hit when you're hitting them on top water like this. Woo! Come on! Well, that's a beauty. Easy. So a lot of times I'll be pulling hard on these fish, it looks like, but when they want to run, I just let them pull the rod down instead of try and fight them. Like that, see? Lift, and when he pulls, just let him go like that. This one could be a 4-pounder. It could be a 6-pounder, the way he's pulling. It's a good one. It's just the way you hook him. That long bait, that X-Prop. You're going in the basket. Just like that. That's a gorgeous Smallie. With a lasso. See, I had him wrapped up. That's a beauty fish. Sticky hooks. They're not in deep, but they stick him good. That's a nice fat fish right there. Go on. You need to get a lot bigger. I want your grandma.
The Fishing Edge is brought to you by Minn Kota and Humminbird.
To get the edge over the bass, I use my Lund 1875 Pro V Bass and Mercury 200 Pro XS 4-stroke. Humminbird's Helix 10 and Minn Kota Ultrex kept me in position and able to quietly move along the edge of the reef. I cast a Rapala X-Prop on a Suffix fluorocarbon leader, tied to 20-pound Suffix braid. using 13 Fishing's Omen 6'7" medium spinning rod and a 13 Fishing Creed GT spinning reel. And of course, a Lucky Strike net and Cuda tools made sure all the fish were landed and released safely.
Woo! Ornery one! Whoa, you stay off them rocks. Look at this, I'm towing it. I'm a fool. Oh! Slobber! Cartwheeling. Oh, it just banged into something hard. Don't break my line. Strong. Oh, it's not even that big. It's just a psych out fish. Gorgeous though. Look at the color on this one. Oh, man. Oh, hand off. Wicked little monsters. Camouflage, brown and gold, greens, just like them rocks down there. Eating everything that comes near them. Look at how fat these little bellies are. It's a good looking little fish. But there are bigger ones here, and they will eat that topwater. Nice one. Hello. Where's the minnows? Where's the bass? You're supposed to be showing me. That didn't work. That's a good one. Get out of the rocks. Get in the rocks. I think this is the big one. I can feel the rocks. Okay, real clear. Look at this thing, it's ornery. Oh, I got two. I think I got two fish on. No way. Yes, I talked about it earlier, and I did it. Two fish on a topwater bait. I gotta get these in the net. No wonder. Oh, one got off. Oh, one got off. I had two on there. That was incredible. And that is a pig of a smallie. Man, to think. I look down and I'm thinking, why is it fighting so weird? I had two. The back hook was on a fish and it got off. But I'll take this mean-faced guy. Look at this dude. Wow, that fish was hooked. And the other fish wasn't as hooked as good, obviously. But look at the guts on that fatty. I had two, the exact same size. Full guts, smashing topwater baits, 80-degree water. And August is awesome. Topwater fishing, middle of the day. Woo! Holy smokes. That was insane. I think I mentioned it earlier in the day. You know, sometimes you'll get, with all these hooks, you'll get two fish, and what happens is I smash that fish, just crush that jerk bait. Boom! And when I was fighting it, I could feel something weird happening, and I looked down, and I had a second fish. Two exact same size smallies were tug-of-warring on this thing. Almost got them to the net, and then one got off. And you can kind of see how the back hook is a little bit straightened because they're pulling opposite ways. But what a great bait. I only brought a couple of these with me, and luckily, you know, I lost one earlier. But it's the props. It's all in the props. When it's flat calm like this, those little propellers, you know, you can finesse them, and it drives fish crazy. And when they have bait pushed to the surface, you just witnessed it, man. Two fish, smash that bait.
Catching bass on topwater never gets old. It's days like this that I wish would never end, when the lake's flat calm and the sun is heating things up.
Closed captioning of Angler and Hunter Television is brought to you in part by Ontario Out of Doors Magazine. Angler and Hunter Television has been brought to you by Canadian Tire, Mercury Marine and Lund Boats, Yamaha ATVs, Browning Ammunition, Browning Firearms, Suffix Fishing Line, Rapala, Camillus Knives and Cuda Tools, and Yukon Gear. For more information on the products used in this episode of Angler and Hunter Television, visit ahtv.com. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Remember, conserve and protect our great outdoors.